friends, Miss Kristi here, and I am so excited to be together again cooking in the kitchen. Today we are learning how to make s'mores trail mix. With just 3 ingredients that we mix into a bowl, we can make ourselves this munchable snack that tastes like summertime s'mores. We're gonna have fun making this together today, and I'm so glad you're here. Now, the first step to cooking and working in the kitchen is to wash our hands. While I wash my hands with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds, let's go over the ingredients and supplies that you'll need to gather to cook along today. The ingredients you need are 1 cup of honey Teddy Grahams, 1 cup of mini marshmallows, and ½ a cup of chocolate chunks or chocolate chips. The supplies you need are a large mixing bowl, 1 cup dry measuring cup, ½ a cup dry measuring cup, a spoon, and a container with a lid or a Ziploc baggie for storing. Okay, great. My hands are clean and your hands are clean. We've gathered our ingredients and supplies, so let's get started making our s'mores trail mix. Now, when I tell you this is probably one of the easiest snacks that we've made so far, it is because there's only 3 ingredients. We just mix it into a bowl, but sometimes it's nice to just have some flavor option ideas to put together in a trail mix, and that's what we're doing today. So grab your large mixing bowl. It doesn't have to be a certain size, just as big enough that we can put a couple cups of ingredients in here. So I kind of have a large one here, medium or large, and put that right in front of you. And now we're gonna add our Teddy Grahams first. So take your Teddy Grahams and your 1 cup dry measuring cup. So it's the bigger one of the 2 today. It's gonna have the 1 on it, 1 cup dry measuring cup, and we're gonna measure out a cup of Teddy Grahams. I have honey Teddy Grahams because we're making s'mores trail mix, and usually with s'mores you have a graham cracker, a honey graham cracker. Now when you try to make this again and again, if you want to add a different flavor of Teddy Graham, maybe chocolate or chocolate chip, really those choices are yours. This is just the classic flavor, but if you want to change it up the next time you try and make it, by all means with trail mix, you can definitely do that. So take your dry measuring cup, 1 cup, and we are going to pour in our Teddy Grahams. We'll get a nice big cup. Okay, right into the bowl. Now, if you don't have Teddy Grahams at home, you could also just take graham crackers and crunch them up into, you measure out a cup and drop them in there too. Teddy Grahams just is a little bit easier just because they're already in their tiny little shape. But if you don't have them, you could use real graham crackers, or even I've seen where you can do like a cereal, type of cereal, like a golden graham cereal. Today we're using Teddy Grahams because they're cute, but no, you have some options too. Next, we are also now going to measure a cup of mini marshmallows. I do recommend using mini marshmallows because they're small and you can pop them in your mouth a little bit easier than a big marshmallow. So grab your mini marshmallows, and we're going to use that same 1 cup dry measuring cup. Measure out a cup of marshmallows. If a couple more fall in your bowl, that's exciting. Doesn't have to be perfect when it's trail mix. All right. Dump that right on top. You can put your marshmallows to the side, and you can put your measuring cup, the 1 cup aside too, because we're done with that. And now the last ingredient to go into our trail mix is the chocolate. So I have chocolate chunks. You could also use chocolate chips. The reason I use chocolate chunks is because it's more of like what a flat piece of chocolate would look like on a s'more. So I just think it works a little bit better in here. But if you don't have chocolate chunks, no worries. You can definitely just use chocolate chips. You could even take like a candy bar, if you have like a Hershey's candy bar, and just break it into pieces. As long as we get around a ½ a cup, that's the goal. But really, you could never have too much chocolate. So grab your ½ a cup dry measuring cup. It's the one that says 1/2, and we are just gonna measure out, let's see, I'll pour it in, a ½ a cup of your chocolate. So chocolate chunks, chocolate chips. Oh, perfect, look at that. And dump it right in. You can set those both to the side because we are done with that. And really, this is it. This was our trail mix. So I'm just gonna grab the spoon that we had in the supply list and give it a stir. And that's it. Once it's all mixed together, you can set your spoon aside. I'll set it over here. And this is our s'mores trail mix. Like I said, if you took a little Teddy Graham and a piece of chocolate and a marshmallow and another Teddy Graham, you can kind of see how it looks like a s'more, which again is why I like the chocolate chunks, because then you can kind of even pop them in your mouth like an actual s'more. A chocolate chip would be a little harder to stack. But that's it. This is our s'mores trail mix. Now in the supply list, I did recommend a container with a lid or a baggie to store it, because you probably won't eat all of this at once, but it is something that's great to pop into the container with a lid or your baggie and keep it in your pantry for a few days. Put it in some baggies. That way, if you run out the door, you have a little snack. You could even, again, just kind of now take it and put it into a smaller bowl. But what I would do is I would just take a cup here. I'll pop it in my baggie and take it on the road. Because that is what makes trail mix so great, is that you can take it, it's portable, it's a quick, easy snack, and it tastes really good. So I do hope you try and make this, or try and make it again. And when you do, let me know how it goes. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. You can even send me a picture of how your s'mores trail mix turned out. Maybe you did decide to add a couple other ingredients like M&Ms. Really, the choice is yours when you make this snack for yourself in the kitchen. But I would love to get to see it, and maybe we'll even get to share it next week. Speaking of next week, on next week's episode, which is episode 33, we are learning how to make flourless banana pancakes. These pancakes only have 4 ingredients. They are easy to make, and it's great if you happen to be gluten-free because they don't have any flour in them. In order to cook along and make flourless banana pancakes, these are the ingredients that you'll need to have in your kitchen for next week. 1 large ripe banana, 2 eggs, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and cooking spray. Well, friends, our time together today is almost over. I do hope you've enjoyed learning how to make this s'mores trail mix. I know I did, and I already can't wait to cook together again next time. But before you say goodbye to this episode, make sure to click subscribe if you haven't already. You just have to click the little picture of me in the corner. That way you don't miss next week's episode. It'll be out on Friday, and I'll see you then. Bye, friends.